Welcome to episode 9 of Builders and Beer. I am Mark Blickenstaff, General Manager of Moore Lumber and Hardware in Castle Rock, Colorado. Today I've got my good friend Jason Dahl with Liberty Construction and Development. Jason, thank you for being here. Greatly appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. Cheers.
And of course, we want to thank our fabulous host, 105 West Brewing, for their amazing beers and awesome location. Come on down and have a pint. Today, Jason is a custom home builder extraordinaire in my mind, and I think in a lot of the minds of people around us. So Jason, tell us all about Liberty Construction and Development.
So Liberty Construction and Development, we started it in 2012 up in the mountains, Summit County area, and worked up there for a few years and then moved down to the Front Range. And prior to that, I had another company up in the mountains that we built homes since 2001. So been 21 years doing this, and we're down here on the Front Range, Douglas County. We still have a foot in the mountains doing customs up there as well, and we're as custom as it gets. Just if you can dream it, we try to figure out how to get it built. So
I love that, and I mean there's some beautiful homes. I'm fortunate because I've got to see your previous projects, and they're absolutely stunning projects. So let's start at the very beginning for some of our listeners here. Where do you start with a custom home?
The most important part of a custom home, any custom project really, is developing the team, selecting the team. So that would be your builder, your architect, potentially a realtor if you're looking for property. And the sooner you can have all those pieces in place, the better the project can go, I'd say from a timing perspective and budget perspective, so you can establish what your goals are, how you're going to use the home. Is it going to be a place that you want to retire in? All those things. If you can determine those criteria up front, then you can back into the project and have, be successful at the end.
Sure.
And that's what we found is, the best way is to formulate that team as early as possible.
And you work with the whole gamut of customers, right? I mean, you go everywhere from the entry-level custom to the multi-million customs. And so custom homes can be for anybody. Is that fair?
That's fair. Yeah. We're building a home for our neighbor right now. And then, we're building, big estate properties as well.
Right.
We just build for people that, is a good fit. Sure. Where we, get together and have an interview process, and it seems like, what we can offer fits with what they need, and, we try to find a way to make it happen.
So, I mean, I'll speak to this personally because Moore Lumber, we focus on partnerships. Sounds like you're doing the same thing. You're not looking for a customer, you're looking for a partner.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, it is a partnership. I mean, it's a 2 to 3 year partnership on the front end, and then that's, dovetailed with all of the warranty stuff on the back end, and any pre-planning on the pre-construction stuff on the front end. So I mean, it's a 3 to 5 year partnership, whether
fast.
You like it or not. So it's definitely want to work with people you can get along with and that you trust. I would say that's the most important thing is hiring somebody that you trust and that you feel like you can work together on, and because it's not always easy. It's
right. There's some hot topics for sure.
Yeah.
No, I laugh. I've been in this industry quite a while, and I've always told a lot of my customers, like, "Are you happily married? Yeah. Oh, cool. You won't be by the time you're done with the house." And it's a stressful time. So I mean, yeah, partnering with a great builder that you guys see eye to eye with seemed instrumental in it being a successful project. So that's fascinating. So I want to dive just a little bit into design right now. I mean, obviously architects are huge in this element, but you're a builder. You've seen some of the design trends that are coming out right now. What are you seeing right now in the custom home world?
Oh, everything's trending a little more modern. I don't want to say contemporary, but just cleaner lines. Less rustic elements. So they'll have smoother finishes, smoother drywall finishes. Less wood trim and casing, inside the homes. I'd say things are trending away from the big kind of lodgy log, timber lodge type feel.
Okay.
Although we still get those occasionally, and those are timeless. You can walk into one of those, 100 years ago, that was built 100 years ago, and then one now, and they just feel cozy and warm. But I would say it's really trending to just modern, clean lines. quartz countertops and just smooth and clean finishes.
Okay. And as a builder, what's your preference?
I like the balance. I like to have a little bit of everything going on.
Okay.
I'd say our specialty, we do love the rustic homes, log and timber and rough textures, flagstones, natural stone materials. That's where we cut our teeth, so to speak. But
Nice.
we do it all.
Okay. I dig it. All right. So that was a total rabbit hole. Sorry. I just had to ask. Okay. So let's just say I'm a home builder, or excuse me, I'm a homeowner. I want to build a home. I've contacted you. We're a great fit. We enjoy each other's company. I know that I can deal with you for at least 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
What's going to happen next?
Next in the process would be, just trying to determine if you have property, if you have property in mind, and then if you don't, then we can help you, connecting you with a realtor, and we're working in several subdivisions that we're building, and we're one of the selected builders, so we can help with that. But we also build on any property if you have your own, or we help you find it. So, select a builder, then we find you your property, and then we start working on the design and establishing the design team. Mm-hmm. And we can provide a lot of input during the design process, but we don't draw plans ourselves. We refer to 3 or 4 architects based on style and budget, and but then we help cost it as it goes. So as it gets drawn, we help put numbers to paper, so we know we have a problem budget-wise before the house is finished. Mm-hmm. So we can hopefully rein it in as the design progresses.
Sure. And right now, in the current climate, it's definitely a topic. So reining in costs is a thing. So
mm-hmm.
so that's awesomeness. Okay, so got my house plans. I've got my builder. I've got my lot. What am I looking at for timeline? Am I you said 2 years earlier.
Yeah, I would say a year and a half to 2 years for total construction time.
Okay.
From first shovel in the ground to moving in, getting your keys.
And you're going to handle all of that for me?
Yeah, we handle all the permitting, dealing with all the different building departments and jurisdictions, and getting through that process. And we handle it all. We've got design assistants, so we even help go select materials. And so when you're walking in to pick your flooring or your granite or whatever it may be, we have the budget with us, and so you're not falling in love with the material that you later find out you can't, doesn't meet your budget criteria. So we try to help move you towards your budget, unless you decide that this is something you really want, and budget doesn't matter. So
it's my money. I can do it.
Yeah, you can do what you want. You're signing the checks.
You'll pay for it. Who cares?
Yeah, absolutely. So
okay, so we've gone through. We're designing. You put a shovel in the ground. I'm probably working out with Lacey doing the design stuff, because that's the fun part.
Yeah.
While you're slaving away in the sun, so I appreciate that. But foundation all the way to the finish.
Mm-hmm.
You're my one guy.
Yep.
That's fantastic. And so we've come along. We're 18 months in. I'm ready to jump in there. What does Liberty offer beyond? Once I've moved in, what happens with Liberty? Are we best of friends and I'll see you later? Or?
Well, no. Part of how we built our company is we are about the relationship, and we've already established by that point that we can get along and we generally like each other. And so we continue that relationship, really forever.
Okay.
We provide you with a comprehensive walkthrough at the end, at completion, and a owner's manual, so you have a manual for your home, and it tells you about, where you turn your water off, where you turn your gas off, all the different maintenance items, whether you have humidifiers, that type of stuff, and who to call, if for some reason we're unavailable, you'll have all the contacts, you'll have the roofer, you'll have the plumber, the HVAC contractor, and all those people they've been selected as partners as well, because they have the same values as us,
right.
to take care of the customer first and foremost. And
So you've vetted all these guys for me already. I don't have to worry about vetting it.
They've been vetted over the last 20 years.
Okay.
We've built a team of people that we trust to work on our own home. And so that's one of the biggest things we're about is the relationship with our customer, but then also our trade partners and the suppliers, and you work with good people and you get a good product.
Nice. So that sounds, relatively painless all in all. That's where I get excited about it, is partnering with the right person so that I get to enjoy my home and I don't have to worry about it at the end. That's amazing. So let's go on a tangent just for a second. What's the coolest project you've worked on?
Oh, there's several. There's a few projects that stick out that they just have, the owners just had the coolest sense of like their own sense of design, and they were just unwavering. So we built a project recently where they have a sawmill on their property, so they can mill up some of their own lumber, and then there's a ton of waste lumber in that process, and they use that. So we put in a wood-fired boiler on their property to preheat all of their snow melt, their radiant floor heating, all that stuff. So
wow.
So it's like this symbiotic relationship where they're milling lumber. They did all their ceilings in their home out of this lodgepole pine, but then all the scrap wood they feed into this furnace, and it heats their driveway and the entire the interior of their home. So that stands out, and that project was just cool from start to finish. There's just details like that all over the place, where they just had really cool ideas and just asked us to implement them.
So you just built their dream.
Yeah, just built their dream.
That is incredible.
And then we had another one up in the mountains where, same thing. The owner had a silver dollar collection since he was a kid, and it just so happened that the property address had silver dollar in the name. So he wanted his collection in the rosettes of the window and door trim. So we actually made a custom rosette to accept the silver dollar pieces throughout his home, and it was all walnut, beautiful wood, but it all had silver dollar pieces pressed into the rosettes. It was pretty neat.
That is incredible. All right, so let's talk about one more aspect. Let's talk about the development side of Liberty. You've got some cool stuff coming up. You want to talk about it?
Yeah, we're one of the selected builders out in Remuda Ranch, which is a new development in Larkspur in Douglas County. I guess it's technically Sedalia, but it's here in Douglas County. I think there's 95 lots out there, and we're selected to be one of the builders. We're in the design phase of our first home out there, and it's 7,500 square feet, 360-degree views, but it's pretty contemporary, clean lines, and it's going to be a showstopper. So we're real excited.
I'm excited for you. I think it's going to be amazing. I've been excited about it since we talked about it first, and I think it's just going to be awesome because I've seen your work. I know how good it is, so I'm super stoked for this. I don't know if I can convince my wife to move, otherwise I might try. So I'm super stoked for it. And how many lots do you have right now? Do you just have the one for now?
We have 2 lots. So
okay.
We finished design on the first, and then the second lot we're starting design on now.
Perfect.
But there's 95 lots, and I think there's 4 or 5 builders out there. So it could be
not very many for 95 lots.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
And it's beautiful. It's tucked in behind a working cattle ranch, out in the middle of Sedalia, Larkspur area, and it's beautiful.
True Colorado feel.
Yep.
That's going to be amazing. Well, I'm excited for you. Well, Jason, like I said, greatly appreciate you coming on today. Cheers.
Cheers.
Wish you nothing but the best.
Thank you.
105, thank you as always. Guys, thank you for joining us today. We really appreciate your support. Jump onto the internet, check out Liberty Construction Development. They hook up with them. If you're in the market for a custom home, I would make this your first call. And good night to my wife.